Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Before starting my video, if you didn't subscribe my channel yet, please do, and do not forget to turn on notifications as I'm sharing great contents for you. Alright, this video, actually previous video, I told you we will continue with the application section, but I changed my mind. We will go through with the infrastructure section, but before that we forgot to something in domain. Let's go back to domain for a couple of minutes and fix that issue. So when we go abstraction, if we go to iDomain event, we forget to inherit from iNotification, which is belong to mediator library. Let's right click on domain and manage NuGet packages. Click browse and type here mediator contracts. We just need the contract section. So I'm just gonna add the contracts. Yeah, this is the one we need to add. Click install, apply. I'm assuming all done. Yep, it's loaded, and all we need to do add is iNotification. Notification control dot, yeah, notification. Perfect. Now it's all done. Let's get back to infrastructure. First of all, I'm going to create my structure. I need a couple of folders. Let's start with the configurations. Then we need to add repositories. We need unit of work. Actually, unit of works. Repositories, unit of works. Anything else? Let me have a look quickly. I guess this is going to be enough just for now. And we're going to implement our DbContext, so we're going to add EFCore as well. Before start building our infrastructure, I'm going to add a couple of more packages. Let's click browse and EFCore. We need to add this. Yep, our version is 0.11. Let's download it. When it came to migration, we also need entity framework core tools, so I'm gonna add tools as well. And do I need anything else? I guess this is going to be enough for now. If something's needed again, we can come back here and add what we need. So let's, is there any tools here? Let me have a look quickly. Actually, I need SQL Server as well. Yeah, I need to add this one to add my DB connection. This is SQL Server, right? Oh, I just misclicked. Alright, let's select 8.0.11, install. I guess I closed manage NuGet package wrongly. Let's close this section. Let's open again. Let's have a quick look. Did we install framework and SQL Server is done? We need to add tools. We are lucky, tools just came up. If you didn't came up to you, just type here EFCore space tools. It will be appear. And click 8.0.11 install. Tools is being loaded now. Yep, apply, accept. All done. Perfect. Now we are ready to go. I'm going to add my DbContext first. I'm gonna give a name app DbContext. Oops, what happened? Context. Perfect. Now all we need to do is inherit from, before that let's make it public, inherit from DbContext. Yep. So I'm going to add an empty constructor first. And I'm going to add another constructor for the options. Let me think what I need to do now. I'm going to add an override for on model builder. This is getting configuration from our assembly. Let me have a look quickly. This is the model builder. Okay, all we need to do is model builder dot, what is this? View intelligence load pending. Oh my god, I need to restart the Visual Studio, but just leave as it is for now. Apply configuration from assembly, and assembly is type of, I'm going to just get the type of my app DbContext, and I'm going to select the assembly, and basically yeah, it is going to work now. Perfect. Then I'm going to add my tables. So we have dbset customers. Customer, where's our customer? Alright, we didn't add our reference, I am assuming. Let's right click on infrastructure, add project reference, and we need to select the domain. And okay, now customer will be, yep, perfect, it's here. And I'm gonna give a name which is called customers. Let's continue with the products. I'm gonna give a name products. Continue with the invoice. And it is going to be invoices. The last one is invoice item. Let's add the namespace first. Invoice items. Perfect. And I'm going to tag them with the not null to get rid of these idiot warnings. I hide them always. Oops, not you, you. Okay, let's save it. Perfect. I guess here is all done now. Now I'm going to add another class for service registration. Service register. Yeah, perfect. This is going to be an extension class. That's why I'm going to make it static. Public static class service register. Public static return type is going to be iService collection, guys. We're doing an extension method for the our program CS file. Let's say add infrastructure services. Perfect. This iService collection, and we might need configurations. That's why I'm going to add configuration as well. Configuration here. Let's give a name, variable name as a config. Perfect. Let's use vertical design. Okay, we forgot to give variable name, which is I always use services. Yep. Let's bring our scopes, and return is going to be services. Perfect. Now I'm going to add my DB connection, and to do that I'm going to add services at DbContext, which is app DbContext, and I'm going to give some options at is that use SQL Server? Yes, correct. Now we're going to use the config. Is that the config? Yeah, config. Perfect. Get connection string. We're going to get our connection string from our app setting JSON. Let's quickly build it. Let's go API. Where is my app setting JSON? Here we go. I'm going to go through to development section, and let's put a comma here. Connection strings. Enter. Name is database. Yep. Here is the connection string. Here is no, actually let's say just connection string. We will build the string, we will build our string later, just leave as it is. So the structure is all done, and we assigned our DB, but I'm assuming if we use private methods for all added services in our service register, it's going to be look like much more clean and tidy, right? So I'm going to create a private iService collection. Private iService collection at DB connection. Let's add all of them. With a scope. Alright, so what is the problem? We need to return services. What is the problem? Yeah, it must be static. Yeah, it's my fault. Yep, all we need to do now, just delete it. Add DB connection, services, and config. Perfect. Now we can minimize this section. Save it. Perfect. It seems much more better now. Alright, let's go back to, let me have a look quickly. Service register done, DbContext done. Let's continue with the unit of works, guys. Alright, now I'm going to add a class which is called unit of work. Ctrl RG, let's make it public, and we're going to inherit from our unit of work. So as you can see, we need to implement our interfaces. We have a two method defined in our domain section, and now it's time to create our bodies for these methods, right? Perfect, very nice. But before that, I'm going to implement my DbContext, app DbContext. Let's say DB, I'm just gonna say context. Let's sorry guys. I need to give me 1 minute. Let me drink a water. I will come back in 1 minute. Alright, sorry for interruption. Let's continue where we left. So we need to assign our field. So I'm using primary constructor, and also I would like to keep my fields as well. This is how I'm building my structures at the moment. Okay, let's fix this design using the vertical design. Anything else? Let's put this just down there. Perfect. Now I'm going to copy and paste what I did while I was studying this section. Okay, let's have a look. What is the problem here? Okay, this is an async method, so we need to add ASUNC. Perfect. So what did we do here? Okay, this check for concurrency if our system catch a concurrence exception only if I add this parameter, make this parameter true. So as you can see, we're going to catch DB update concurrence exception if, when check for concurrency is true. Otherwise, we're just using the save changes. So that's why I built this section, and we're going to use this when it came. Perfect. So why we have this error here? This also is initial fields for and so later. DbContext is capturing the state of the enclosing type. This is weird. Why I'm receiving this error here? What if I just delete it? Oh yeah, I understand now. So we are using the context instead of this context. That's why we're receiving the error. Perfect. Now it's working. Okay. The other one. This is really a small map. I'm just gonna do it now. So we're going to create a new generic repository, which is we didn't create yet. Let's leave as it is for now. Let's create the generic repository first, then we're going to build this method. Alright, let's right click on the repository class and let's say generic repository, Control RG. Let's make this section public, and this is a generic type method, so we're going to define a generic variable. So we're going to inherit from generic repository, and the T entity is a base entity. That's all. Perfect. Let's fix this section, and we need to implement our interface. Now it is time to fill all bodies for our methods, but now I'm not gonna type one by one. I'm gonna copy and paste my old methods, and I'm going to go through with you guys together. Let's delete all of them and paste. Let's have a look. All errors is gone. All we need to do is add the context here. I'm gonna use primary constructor again, app DbContext context. Let's add the field, and I'm going to use underscore. Perfect. Let's fix everything now. So we have context, set entity, and why we're not able to as no tracking? Because we didn't add entity framework yet here. Perfect. So this is get all method. Basically we are setting the entity here, then we are using as no tracking as creatable. So this method allows us reading the all data without tracking and as an iCreable. Perfect. Let's have a look. We have get by ID async, so this can be a nullable. So I add question mark here is an async method careful about your namings. If it's async method, give async naming at the end of the method name. So we have so let's fix this typings, and yep, it seems much more perfect. I'm gonna bring this section here as well. Right, perfect. And it seems much more better for me, and I can understand. It's the most important thing. Whenever you look the code, you should understand what is written in the code. Perfect. Let's continue. This is create async method. So this is create method, and let me have a look. Is everything all right? So we have cancellation token, async method. We gave our cancellation tokens as well all the time. Do not forget to give your cancellation tokens, guys. And let me have a look quickly. Is there any other section? So this is the create range. Let's put this down. Why I designed look like this? This is really ridiculous. Yep. So we have update method. We are giving the entity, and we are updating entity. It comes from our parameter. Seems all good. This is the update range and delete range. Do we have any range? Yeah, we have a create range here as well. So we giving just collection. Let me have a look. This is create range update. Update range has accepting collection as well. enumerable t entity. So just updating all the data in one go. Probably we won't use those range methods, but I just would like to show you how we can add these range methods in our repository, and it is going to be very useful for you if you need it, guys. All right, let's fix those as well. This is the main problem if you do copy and paste. Yeah, but let's fix this one as well. Perfect. Create range update range, and this is the delete. So we are setting the entity, and we just removing the entity comes from the parameter, and this is the delete range. So it's accepting an enumerable t entity. All we need to do is, if you would like to make a mass delete, all you need to do is call this method and give a enumerable t entity collection through using this method. It's all good. The mass deletion will be complete according to this method. Okay, guys, we created our iGeneric repository. Let's save everything, get back to unit of work. All we need to do is now create this method. Let's create new. Actually, I need to delete this, and I'm gonna use that one. New. Should I type generic repository? Yeah, I guess so. Generic repository. We're going to give the entity, but as it is looking a parameter for us, from us. Why I couldn't? Oh, this is iGeneric, man. Let's make it generic repository. Let's add the namespace. Then, yep, it is asking us a context, and we have a context here. Now it's all done. So if we need an generic repository, all we need to do is call the unit of work and bring the generic repository, and we all done. We're able to use our repository straight away. Perfect. All done as well. So we got our context, service registration, unit of works, all done, guys. I'm going to finish this lesson here, and next lesson we will do the configurations, and I'm assuming this infrastructure section will be completed, then we will go through the application section. Alright guys, if you crush the like button and if you drop comments below the video, I will be really appreciated. It really motivates me and the YouTube algorithm. I'm just looking those parameters to make your video much more popular. All I need to some comments and the like button, guys. Thank you very much. Take care of yourself. See you on the next lesson. Bye bye.